Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing another about me. This is part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, I will link it for you. I'm going to be answering some of the questions that you all had over on Instagram. I took this poll a long time ago and I'm just now getting around to part 2. If you're new here, hey, hello. Or if this is the first video you are seeing in December, welcome. You guys, I'm doing 31 days of content in December, so make sure you are subscribed, you have the bell on, all of the things, because we are putting that content out this month. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, so here we go, part 2. I probably won't be like super focused on the makeup that I'm applying. I will at least try to touch on it though, so that you know what I'm using. Per usual, I'm setting my lids with that Bobbi Brown cream eyeshadow base so that I can get her on out of here. The first question I have is, would I consider pursuing content creation full-time one day? The answer to that is 100% yes. I feel like right now even, I know it's like not my full-time job because it doesn't pay enough to be my full-time job at this point, but I put in enough work for it to be a full-time job. So it already feels like I'm already doing full-time content creation on top of my other job. So I would love to be able to derive enough income to just do this and to not have to do anything else. So 120%, I would love to just be able to do this full time. It's something that I really, really love and enjoy. So that would be the dream, you guys, to be able to pursue this full time. Like, honestly, that would just be wild. I'm using the Natasha Denona Star Palette. I recently picked this up secondhand on Mercari with some Mercari cashback. So this is my first time using it as I'm filming this. And I'm really, really excited. I've been eyeing this palette for a long ass time. The next question is, when did I first get into makeup? So I, in high school, I was such like a tomboy, and I'm not saying that I'm not still a tomboy, because I am. I'm just like a tomboy that likes makeup. But I, in high school and in middle school, never really wore makeup. I was into makeup. The first time I was like, oh, like this is pretty, is when I think it was prom, my sophomore year. My mom did my makeup and it just looked so pretty. And that was the first time for me that I was like, oh wow, like this stuff is cool. Like I want to play with this stuff, you know? And I wouldn't really wear makeup a lot, but I would always wear it like if we had a game or if I was going out on a date, I would wear makeup. But it's crazy, kind of crazy how I used to wear my makeup. So yeah, I would say sophomore, junior year of high school is when I really started to get into makeup as far as like application and stuff, but I really didn't start to like get into it until probably about, we were living with my boyfriend's mom, I would say probably about 4-ish years ago, when I really started to heavily get into it. I think I'm going to use a little bit of the pink to complement the purple in my earrings. So I'm going to take this shade here on that outer corner. The next question is my favorite brand. I feel like that's kind of a hard one because I like a lot of different brands. I feel like, okay, so I could probably, well, if I'm thinking full face, as far as what I've tried, I would say Huda Beauty, because I know that I like enough of her products to create a full face of makeup that I love. But if we're just talking like eyeshadow, I feel like it would either be between Huda or Natasha Denona this year. And I'm not gonna say I'm like a Natasha stan, because I'll say when stuff's not good or I don't like it, but I have really fallen in love with Natasha Denona over this past year. A lot of my products that I have from her are secondhand, but I don't mind that because it's better for me to get them that way. Like, they're more affordable that way than they are, you know, brand spanking new. But yeah, I really just fallen in love with Natasha Denona's eyeshadow formula and layouts this year. So I would say one of those two, Huda or ND, just depending on like the situation. Really love that look so far. Ooh, weirdest food combination that I love. I don't know if this is super weird, but my boyfriend thinks it's really weird. I love to dip like pretzels, like hard pretzels, you know, out of the bag. I love to dip those in mustard. I don't know why, but it's just, it's so good. I would be very interested to know what your guys' weird like food combinations that you love are. I think that question is so funny. But I would say that's probably mine that I can think of. I'm sure there's stuff that I do like that's weird to like other people and cultures around everywhere. So who knows, you know. I'm gonna, ooh, that is a crumbly shade. Which one? I'm thinking this one. Whew, these are crumbly. These are crumbly girls. Okay, I'm gonna go on my finger. I feel like that's gonna be... They have big sparkles in them though. That's nice. Maybe that's why they're crumbly. We'll see. But yeah, that's what I would say my comfort food is. My top comfort movies. So I don't watch a ton of movies. I'm more of a comfort show kind of person. And that one's easy. My comfort show is Friends. That show brings me so much comfort and has gotten me through so much shit. So that's my comfort show. I would say my comfort movie, and this is gonna be, you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck, is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version. Like, I watch that all year round, multiple times. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but it truly does just bring me so much comfort. Like, I really love it. It's my fave. All right, I'm going to clean up the under eyes just a sec. The next question is the last book I read and loved. And I've been trying to think about this because honestly, I have not been doing well on my book goal for this year. I do that thing on Goodreads where, you know, you set like a goal of how many you want to read. And I set my goal for 20, which like last year blew out of the water. And then this year, I'm like, I think I've only read like maybe 8-ish or so books. I would have to go look. So I have not been reading as much as I would like, and I need to do that more. So when I was thinking of a book recommendation, I was like, I don't even know like the last book that I read, and I feel like that kind of speaks to it. And I feel like that's also why I was feeling a little bit uninspired with reading as well, is because I like was having a hard time finding a book that I really liked. Like, you know, if you're like a pretty avid reader, then you know how it kind of goes in spurts where it's like, you know, you have these like, oh, this book was so good. This, oh shit, that came out so fast. My first time using this. You know, but then you go through these spurts that is like, oh my gosh, everything sucks. I'm not interested in this book at all. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like I'm kind of going through one of those spurts, unfortunately. Where is all that glitter coming from this? I have like glitter all over my face. I don't know. Maybe this brush needed washed. Oh well, is what it is now. But I was really trying to think of the last book that I read, and I feel like probably the last book that I read and talked about was, and I was doing like a lifestyle content. I haven't done an updated one in a while because there hasn't been enough items to chit chat about. But I think that one, I think I talked about, it was called Evicted, and it was just about poverty. It was like true story about poverty and the rental system and housing and all of that. And it was really informative and really good. And I think that was maybe the last book that I read. I don't know. I foresee myself getting back into it soon. So sorry, that was like not a very helpful question. But I mean, if you want book recommendations, I have read really good ones that I can think of off the top of my head. And let me know, and I'll, you know, pop a few in the comments if that's something you're interested in hearing about, because I love to read. The next question, this one's so easy, is my go-to nail color, and it's from OPI. My nails look like trash. It's from OPI, and it's called Black Cherry Chutney. I've quite literally been painting my toenails that color for, I would say, 45 years. And it's so funny because I've thought about mixing it up, and me and my, the lady that does my putties, we've tried, and she'll get the color on like 1 or 2 toes, and I'll just be like, oh no, I hate it. Like, I hate it so much. And we'll go back. So that is like hands down my all-time favorite color. It is just like pretty. It's like a really dark purple, like, yeah, it's a really dark purple that like just has this like plummy, deep, I don't know, color. It is so pretty. It like probably looks black at a glance, but like when you catch it in the sun, it has like that subtle gleam or shimmer or whatever. It's just literally so pretty. It is my all-time fave. It stays on my toenails for like ever. Like, I literally just do the regular polish, and a month later when I go to my putty lady, it still looks great. Obviously my nails are more beat up, but you'll have that. Yeah, that's like hands down my favorite nail color. Like, I love it. Next question is Converse or Vans? Converse or bust, baby. I got my first pair of Converse in 5th grade, and they're up there. I still have them. Like, they're still my Converse that I wear, which, like, I don't wear them as much anymore, mostly because they need new shoelaces, and I just haven't taken the time to go get the new laces. But yeah, Converse for sure. I love them. I wore them all the time. Super comfortable in my opinion. I'm emo kid over here, not a scene kid, emo kid. But yeah, I freaking love my Converse. I could never really get into Vans. They just like were not comfortable at all for me, which you wouldn't think that like Converse would be either, because they're literally flat. But I don't know, Vans always just hurt my feet. Like, I think they're cute. I tried, it just, they did not agree with me and be like that sometimes. Next, am I a coffee or tea person? Coffee. If you guys have been here, then you probably know that. I freaking love coffee. My favorite season, so it's actually really funny because my friend Steph and I were just talking about this the other day, and because we were saying, we're like, really, there's like not any good like season per se, but we feel like the best time of the year is like August, because it's hot, and I'm a Leo. I love August. So it's like our month. So we said like August through probably the end of November, because then you're getting the fall weather, but it hasn't gotten too cold yet. And where I live, there typically hasn't been a snow that's stuck yet. So I love the weather in the season that's like August to the end of November. Like, that time of year is my freaking jam. One product I cannot live without, I would definitely say mascara. I just think if you're not wearing anything but mascara, it looks more, you look more tied together than you would without it. And if I had to say specifically like the mascara I couldn't live without, it's one that eventually I will have to live without, because it's the freaking Bite Beauty Upswing Mascara. And like, yeah, I bought several like backups of it because I knew it was being discontinued. So like, I do have several, but like eventually they will be gone. So that's a product that I guess I am eventually gonna have to learn how to live without, but I'm not looking forward to it because it is like such a good mascara, you guys. I'm literally obsessed with it. I'm also using the Kaja Whipped Dream blush, which they're doing like I think if I saw right, a lot of people got in PR the little holiday kit Kaja's doing, which is like one of these, one of their gloss shots, which is really good. Probably, I would say a bento stack or two. I forget, but I saw a lot of people got it in PR, and I was like, oh, that looks like a really nice like holiday kit, a nice array of options. But I really like this because it, like as you saw, it looked pretty intense when I got it out, but once I started putting it on the face, it looks really nice, and it dries down matte, but not like so it's uncomfortable. Like it's a nice blush. I really like the tone as well. Biggest pet peeve. I feel like this is like hard because I feel like it depends on, you know, what's going on. Like it's hard to think of a pet peeve until it's like happening and then you're like, ooh, triggered. But I don't know, I guess one of the things I can't stand, hypocrites, people that people that aren't, and like this is, might sound mean, but people that aren't like self-sufficient / independent that are super always like I can't with that. What would be another one? I cannot stand a liar. That is like, that makes me, I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. There's just, you know, little things that I can't think of, but if they were happening, I'd be like, that's it. That's the thing. But those are just like some things I guess I can think of off the top of my head. The next question is favorite movie of all time. And I feel like that one is so hard because I feel like it depends on, you know, the mood I'm in. But for the most part, I really just like comedy movies. And a lot of them are those like movies that feel nostalgic now that came out when I was like younger, like all the stuff that Adam Sandler used to do. His older movies are good, but just like funny, dumb shit like that is like funny, but it's also like I said nostalgic, so it like also holds something of value like that way too. Like those are my favorite movies. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I would say really quick, but it's probably not gonna be really quick. The next question was, what makes me confident? And I felt like this one was kind of hard. It definitely took some time to like think about it because I'm like, you know, what does make me confident? Because I'm always told that like, oh, you're so confident. Like, how are you so confident? And it's so interesting because like me, myself, like I don't always feel confident. I just kind of put it out there, you know, fake it till you make it. But I would say for me, what makes me confident is knowing that I can do it. Like my independence makes me confident that like, you know, I don't need help. Like I could do it by myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess like I went through like a time in my life where I was like by myself for a really long time and, you know, had to do a lot of things by myself, was very independent and whatever. And I feel like that time in my life was super valuable because it really just makes you see your self-worth and you get to know yourself a lot better. And that's my thing. Like you know, I love the life that I have and the people that I choose to spend it with. But that's the thing, the people that I choose to spend it with, because I know my worth and I cut out those people that don't value me the same. But just knowing that, you know, no matter what happens, even if I'm alone by myself, you know, just with my dogs, like I'll be fine. Like I can do it. Do I want to do it that way? No. But I'm confident that I could and I would be okay. And I feel like that sense of independence gives me confidence, if that makes sense. Like knowing that I could. So I feel like that fuels confidence and gives me a sense of, I don't want to say, you know, being fearless, because I'm not fearless, but it gives me that little bit more of like backbone of like, you know, whatever, just do it by myself. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like that is kind of the big thing that makes me like confident is that I've always been independent and able to find a way to get it done myself. But yeah. The next, let's end on a little bit of a lighter question. Using the Merit Lippy in the shade Slip, one of my faves. The next question is, a food or a drink I will never have again. The drink, I could literally name several. Fireball, no sir. And tequila, cannot. Never have those again. Just one, tequila is just so gross. I don't even know how people drink it. Like, I could take a shot of that sober and throw up because it tastes so gross. So that. And then for food, Brussels sprouts. Those are so disgusting. And they don't even like smell good. Like, they smell like they taste, which is effing gross. So that would be an easy, like, a couple of things that, like, if I can never have again, that's fine, because I don't even ingest them now because gross. The next question is a celebrity crush. You guys, Jennifer Aniston will always have my heart. She's it. Like, she's so, in my opinion, so cool, so funny, so pretty. Like, even then and now, like, she got it going on, man. Yeah, I think, yeah, she's definitely top of the list celebrity crush for sure. All right, now I'm gonna just clean up this under eye a little bit. Yeah, just like a little bit of fallout from the mascara or something. It was weird. But yeah, this is the finished look. Pull out some of these cute little baby hairs. But yeah, this is the finished look. Like I mentioned before, I did do a part 1 of this. If you're interested in seeing that one as well, I will link it in the eye and below if you want to check that one out. I do still have a few questions left on here, so maybe I'll do a part 3 or something like that in the future. We'll see. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just like revamp these in the future as well, like just depending. But yeah, I think it's fun to do these, and hopefully it helps you guys to get to know me a little bit better. Just like, you know, the person behind the phone camera. But yeah, if you guys made it this far and enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up before you leave. And as always, just thank you guys so freaking much for watching. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.